What's up everyone, this is Duana aka Glamazon 1026 and welcome to the Glam Room. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new, thank you for coming back. If you're an old friend, today I'm going to do a really simple but beat tutorial for you guys. I know I've been doing this a lot lately, but we are keeping it like in the beginner / intermediate level makeup skills, and I'm gonna give you this beautiful radiant peach look. It's so pretty, it's so on trend, and I'm going to show you how to prep your skin so that you can have a glow from within when you put your foundation on. So if you guys want to see all of that and see how to get this look, stay tuned. So first, before we do anything else, we are going to prep the skin. I feel like when we are trying to do something that is natural looking and that is very like skin focused, you need a lot of skin prep in order to make it believable. So first, I'm gonna go in with my vegan milk moisturizer by Milk Makeup. I have been using this lately and it has been really like amazing as a moisturizer prior to makeup. I don't use it all the time, but I do use it before I put my makeup on, and I really like it. It's just feels so good on your skin. Oh my god, it feels like I don't know, but it feels great. Then I'm gonna be putting on my NOLA Skin Essentials Soothing Primer Oil, and then we're following it up with the Milk Makeup Hydra Grip Primer. My skin feels so good. I'm gonna come back with my eyebrows completed, and then we'll go on with the tutorial from there. So I'm zoomed in so you guys can see better. So I am going to be using the Sephora Pro Collection New Nudes palette, and this is a very warm, peachy palette. It's really pretty. It's like super pretty. Anyway, we are going to be doing, like I said, a peachy tutorial. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use I'm gonna try and keep the amount of shades little, but I just see this palette and I really wanna just like go crazy with the transitions and all of that stuff. But I'm gonna try and keep it simple for my beginners and intermediates that are watching today. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna pick up thread, which is this one right here. It's going to be my transition shade, my first transition into brow bone. So for all my beginners, all my newbies, I would say that this is a first transition shade, and it's going from the transition space to the brow bone, because this is just going to help blend that concealer that we put down into our natural shade, like our skin tone shade, and it's just gonna help the gradient when we go to blend in our deeper shadows. Okay, I shouldn't have called that first one the transition shade. That one's just kind of like the base shade. So for our transition shade, we're going to pick up Spiced, which is this one right here. On the same brush, we're just gonna grab a bunch of that pigment with our brush and then tap it off so that none of the excess pigment falls on your skin. And then we're going to stick it into the transition space, which is between the brow bone and the crease. You can actually stick it down closer to the crease, but we're just going to put it in there, just pat it in with the brush, and then use the tip of the brush to blend it out. The trick to good eyeshadow is every time you think you finish blending, blend some more. So I'm going to pick up this Rust shade right here, and that is gonna go directly into the crease. So each time we add a deeper color, we're gonna get lower and lower and lower. So now I'm going to take a little bit of the concealer that we've been using for eyeshadow primer, which is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm gonna put it on this little palette that I have. Comes in very handy when you need to do things like this. And I'm going to pick up a concealer brush, and I'm going to use that to make an indentation. I don't want to call it a cut crease. We're not necessarily cutting the crease. I'm putting this down so that the shimmers that we're gonna put down are going to adhere better than just me slapping them on my eye right here. So I'm just going to put it on the mobile part of my lid right here, right? And I'm gonna do it all the way across. And then if you look up, you see where your eye meets that thing, you can add some more to that natural arc that you have. Now we're going to take up a flat shader, and I'm going to pick up, which one did I use? Peach right here, which is just a really pretty shimmer. Ooh, that's pretty. And then we're gonna put that in the front of the eye. Just, you know, tap it down with your brush. I'm going to use this shade. It's called Camellia. And this is like a reddish, look at that, that looks good. So I'm gonna use that on the back half of the eye. And then right in the middle where the two of them meet, we're just going to blend lightly together so that you have a nice transition. I'm gonna go in with that same brush, that same flat shader, and we're just gonna buff it out so that there's no like harsh line right there. You just want it to look, I don't know, accidentally on purpose like that. All right, so we're done with that for right now. We're coming to foundation, and we have some additions to make. So I'm pulling back out the palette that I used earlier to put on the concealer. I'm gonna pick up my Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Foundation in the shade Medium Deep 22. I'm gonna put 2 drops, 2 pumps of that on there. I'm going to break out the Pat McGrath primer. I'll put a 1 pump of Pat McGrath primer on there, right? Perfect. So we're gonna share it out. I don't have Tinted Moisturizer. Like, I had one that I liked, but the darkest shade was mine, so I would not use that on camera for you guys. I have these Luster Drops from Appease Cosmetics, and I'm going to put some of those in here as well. Just like 2 or 3 drops, nothing too serious. So now I'm going to take the spatula that comes with and just mix it up. You just want a really light cover. So if you were to think about this in cake terms, this would be like a crumb coat instead of our full fondant that we usually do. I don't even know what I be talking about sometimes, but you get me. Y'all pick up what I'm putting down. So I'm going to be using, this is a full coverage concealer, the Pat McGrath concealer. And you don't necessarily need that much. Just, you know, put a little bit. Go in with a light hand with this concealer, but I just love how these 2 products work together. And then you can go in with your favorite setting powder and set under your eye. So now with this bigger powder brush, I'm just going to use that to take the excess. It's not really that much excess powder, but you know, it makes me feel like I'm doing something when I do this over my face. All right, so I'm picking up the Makeup Revolution Glow Matte Splendor Bronzer in the shade Medium, and I'm going to use that to bronze my face. Now I'm going to pick up another Sephora Pro palette, but this is the Pro Face palette in the shade Deep. And we're going with a peach look, so I'm going to pick up this shade right here, After Party, which is a beautiful peach blush shade. You can even connect it up here with your eyeshadow if you want. I think that would be really pretty. Okay, so now that that is complete, I have the Becca Skin Love Glow Shield Prime and Set Mist. I'm gonna use this to just kind of set the face. Just, you know, any excess powder we have on, any of that is just gonna melt all together. While we're waiting for that to dry, we're gonna go back into our palette and finish up the underside of the eye. So we're gonna do in reverse what we did to start with. I'm gonna take a smaller brush first of all, and then I'm going to go in with Camellia, which is a shimmery color. We're gonna use a little bit of that mixed with Rust, and we're gonna put that directly under the eye, and then we're gonna blend it out with Thread. So we're gonna put on my favorite blush, my favorite highlighter at the moment, which is the Nabla Cosmetics Skin Glazing Highlighter in the shade Lucent Jungle. We're just gonna throw on some mascara and then put on some lashes. If you don't want to put on lashes, you don't have to. You'll look good either way, I promise. We're gonna spray our face down one more time, just because. Why not? Why not, right? Why not? Just a little. And there you go. Ooh, Karen. If y'all can name what movie that comes from, I might send you something in the mail. So finally, the last step that we're going to do is the lipstick. So we're taking the Alamar Cosmetics Coquetta Lip Liner and lining the outer fourth of our lips. So we're kind of filling in the corners. That's what we're doing. We're filling in the corners. So to finish off our peachy goodness tutorial, we are going to pick up the Park Avenue Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Mia, and we're just going to slather that all over these lips, baby. This smells like baby powder. I can sniff this all day. It smells so good. All right, y'all, this is the finished look. We are peachy clean. Peachy Queen? Peachy Queen? We're peachy. This is like such a good look. It looks so good. It is very on trend for this summer. It is very nice and clean and fresh and dewy and radiant and everything that you want in a makeup look. Like, you got your little shimmer, you got your color, your swatch of color. The eyeshadow is great. Like, everything is just amazing. This look is killer. I love it. I love it so much. Anyway, guys, if you like this tutorial, be sure to give me a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We hit 1,100 subscribers last week, I think. It was a nice feeling. You know, we're growing, we're getting there, we're, you know, doing better things. Make sure you tell your friends to subscribe and watch all the videos, because, you know, I got some good content for everybody, girl. I got content for everybody. I got content for the nail people, I got content for the hair people, I got content for puppy people, I got content for makeup people, I got content for skincare people. I got a lot of content, okay? So even if, you know, you're gonna find something you like somewhere. You are. There's no two ways to put it. So make sure you tell your friends to subscribe. Make sure you tell them to come and sit on down in the Glam room and become a part of the Glam fam by clicking that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload. And, you know, we're just gonna have a grand old time. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Glamazon1026, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.